You can use it for your cookies, you can use it for your cakes, you can use it for your bread, you can use it for food, cinnamon bun or a roll. Butter is a key ingredient, right? Whether it's baking, whether it's hosting, and you can elevate any dish with butter. More cleaner, natural ingredients. Our quality and consistency hasn't changed over the years, and that's because all of our cream and milk is produced locally. So the farm to churn process is a lot quicker. It's definitely very personal. All the families are local to California. They really take the stress out of everyday cooking. And I think what the best thing about butter is
Welcome back to Flavor Report, part of dailyovation.com. My name is Joe Winger. Today we're staying in the world of foodies. We talk about so often wine and cocktails. Today really is about food. Joining us is Maheen Khan, Senior Brand Manager at California Dairies, talking about Challenge Butter. Maheen, thank you for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me, Joe. I appreciate it.
Well, we met a few weeks ago, and the conversation was great. It was at a Melissa's Produce event in Los Angeles. The food was incredible, and hearing you speak about the dairy situation and Challenge Butter and applications, it was really, really interesting. For Challenge Butter, for you, what is the most important message you want the audience to understand today?
Yeah. So again, thank you for the question. It was a pleasure meeting you as well. So Challenge Butter has been around for over 100 years. So it is a legacy brand. It's born in California, and people who know the brand recognize it for its quality and consistency. We have the elk on pack, which is kind of has been our symbol of quality and consistency for over 100 years. We are now part of California Dairies, which is one of the largest dairy co-ops in the United States. And, we represent over 300 dairy farmer families. So it's definitely very personal. All the families are local to California. You know, our quality and consistency hasn't changed over the years, and that's because all of our cream and milk is produced locally, and we're sourcing from local dairy farms as well. So the farm to churn process is a lot quicker, which it definitely impacts the quality of the product. I would say we pride ourselves in our quality and consistency. We offer a wide range of products for everyone. We have, our flagship 1 pound butter, which is for enthusiasts like bakers. We have our spreadable butter and whipped butter, which is great for spreading on toast and sandwiches and finishing up, whether it's like a warm cinnamon bun or a roll, they're perfect for that. And then we recently launched Challenge Butter Cubes, which is a unique format. They are individually wrapped 4 tablespoon butter cubes. So really easy to toss into like a pasta, into your eggs, pan of veggies. And, they are great for portion control, pre-cut, less prep, less cleanup required. One of our more innovative products that we launched last year. And then most recently, we launched snowflake butter, which is again the same high quality butter, but in a festive snowflake shape. And that is one of our limited edition products for the holidays. And it's great for, putting on a charcuterie board again, putting it as a centerpiece on your holiday table, and it's bringing a lot of joy and festivity kind of your holiday table and your holiday celebration.
I love that. And you guys are nice enough. I do have one here. And
Amazing.
so just so we know from a
Yeah.
timing point of view, how long will this be on shelves? How long are we able to go out and buy this for?
Yeah, so this should be on shelf through January, I would say. We launched it in October, so it's definitely going to be available kind of through the holidays and a little into the new year. And, we're planning to do, more of these as well. So you'll see it again, next year during the holiday season as well,
Mhm.
and maybe more shapes in the new year too.
I liked your charcuterie example because it's both a utility, actually butter, but it's also, it's a pleasant look to it. Um,
Yes.
do you have any idea from a design point of view whether you can tease what's coming in the future or where the idea came from?
People are looking for different ways to kind of celebrate the season. Definitely, the butter category has limited innovation, right? So I think this is a great way of really enhancing, bringing, butter is a key ingredient, right? Whether it's baking, whether it's hosting, especially in the holidays. So I think this is a way of elevating that offering,
Mhm.
right? And really making it the focus and the kind of the hero product on the table. So and what better way than like a seasonal shape that's so unique to the holidays,
Mhm.
and to it can be used, I think, all year round, right? But so I think that was kind of the inspiration. It was the fact that people are coming together. It's a time for celebration. Butter has always been kind of the hero ingredient.
I love it. We're here today with Maheen Khan from Challenge Butter. She's the senior brand manager at California Dairies. We're talking about some holiday related products, one being the festive touch snowflake. Second question is back to the butter cubes.
Mhm.
Now that's also seasonal, or is that all year round? Or I know we're
That's all year
talking,
round.
my gosh. Okay.
So we launched butter cubes in May of last year. So as I mentioned earlier, it's an innovative butter format. These are pre-portioned, individually wrapped 4 tablespoon butter cubes. And they are, great for weeknight meals, everyday cooking. You can unwrap a cube, toss it in your eggs, toss it in your pasta, toss it in a pan of veggies, and they're pre-cut for convenience, right? So there's no cutting, it's cleaner prep, and they really take the stress out of everyday cooking, right? So sometimes when you need to cut a butter stick, these are ready to go, and they're easier to store, and because they're individually wrapped, they stay fresher as well in the fridge. So we've been getting such good reviews from our consumers that it's truly a kind of innovative design. It's available nationwide. Maybe bring kind of more unique shapes and formats to our consumers going forward as well.
And I think something you said a minute ago really does work, which is butter is so universally used and needed in frankly
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
As we're wrapping up, only because you are a butter expert, whether it's utility wise, flavor wise, sourcing wise, what's an interesting butter fact for our holiday season?
I think that's a great question. Well, butter is, it's so versatile, I would say, right? I mean, you can use it in so many different ways. Um, and I think what the best thing about butter is, it's a simple ingredients. There are no additives, there is no additional ingredients. It's just, milk that's churned into cream, and it's made into butter. So it's I would say that it is one of the more cleaner, natural ingredients you can find, and you can use it in so many different ways, right? You can elevate any dish with butter.
Well, the next time we're grocery shopping, probably this week, when we see that shelf of the dozens and dozens out there, I'm going to be looking for Challenge Butter, and I'm going to be looking for having a healthy, delicious experience. We're finishing up today with Maheen Khan from California Dairies talking about Challenge Butter, the snowflake and the cubes, and hopefully a lot of good things happening in 2026. Maheen, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciated connecting with you and hearing more about Challenge Butter.
Thank you so much for having me.